In the vast unknown reaches of the Omega Quadrant, the Starship Odyssey ventured boldly where no human had gone before. But what started as a routine exploration would soon thrust its crew into a web of mystery and destiny, one written in the stars long before their arrival. Commander Alex Reynolds, a seasoned astronaut with a heart hardened by countless space missions, led his crew aboard the Odyssey on a journey to explore a newly discovered exoplanet, designated as Zalera. Initial scans had revealed intriguing signs of advanced technology and alien life forms, sparking a cautious excitement among the crew. But as they approached, an unexpected surge of energy erupted from the planet's surface, throwing the ship into chaos. The Odyssey spiraled uncontrollably as lights flickered and alarms blared, the sound of metal grinding against metal echoing through the corridors. Despite the crew's frantic efforts, they crash-landed on the lush surface of Zalera. The impact was brutal. Alex, recovering from the jolt, quickly scanned his crew. "Is everyone okay?" he called over the commotion. "Minor injuries, but we're alive," reported Dr. Elena Carter, the ship's medical officer, as she tended to the wounded. Lieutenant Mia Valdez, the skilled pilot, struggled to silence the alarms, frustration etched on her face. "The controls are fried, Commander. We're grounded." Alex's response was resolute. "All right, suit up. Grab your gear. We need to figure out where we've landed and what we're dealing with." Emerging from the wreckage, the crew was greeted by an awe-inspiring alien landscape, a dense jungle of colossal trees and glowing flora bathed in the light of an iridescent blue sky. The air was thick with the scent of unknown flowers, and a subtle tension hung in the atmosphere, hinting that they were not alone. "Stay close, stay alert," Alex ordered, his instincts on high alert. They ventured cautiously from the crash site, and soon, an eerie sensation washed over them. They were being watched. Silhouettes emerged from the shadows, tall and graceful figures with shimmering skin and eyes that glowed like embers in the night. Drawing closer, the aliens revealed themselves as beautiful, enigmatic women dressed in garments woven from threads of pure light. The crew instinctively raised their weapons, but Alex raised a hand, motioning them to hold. The lead alien, a statuesque figure with silver hair and piercing violet eyes, stepped forward, her presence both commanding and serene. In perfect English, she spoke, "Welcome, travelers from beyond. I am Era, High Priestess of Zalera. You are safe here." Alex responded cautiously, "I'm Commander Alex Reynolds of the Starship Odyssey. Our arrival wasn't intentional. We experienced a malfunction and crash-landed. Can you help us?" Era's smile was gentle, yet there was a knowing glint in her eyes. "Your arrival was foretold. We have been expecting you. Come, we will provide you with shelter and aid." The crew exchanged wary glances. Was this an extraordinary coincidence, or had they been drawn here for a purpose far greater than exploration? As they followed Era to the city, a place where nature and technology interwove seamlessly, they couldn't shake the feeling that the Zari, the people of Zalera, had been waiting for them all along. The adventure was just beginning, and the crew would soon find themselves entangled in a mission that transcended even their most ambitious dreams, unveiling secrets that would challenge their understanding of life, destiny, and survival itself. Era nodded solemnly, the weight of her words heavy. "It is the legacy of a once great civilization, Commander. One we hope to revive, with your help." Alex studied her closely, seeing not just a high priestess but a leader burdened by her species' survival. "We'll do everything we can to help," he said, his tone steady, "but it has to be a partnership of equals. No more hidden agendas." Era met his gaze, her eyes reflecting both determination and relief. "You have my word, Alex. Together, we'll build a future where both our peoples can thrive." As they worked side by side, a tentative bond grew between Alex and Era, born of shared respect and a united purpose. But Alex knew this partnership was still fragile. The true test of their alliance was yet to come. In their quiet investigations, the crew unearthed hidden chambers beneath the temple. Within, ancient artifacts and advanced machinery hinted at the Zari's former glory, a civilization far more technologically advanced than they'd initially thought. Among the relics, they found holographic recordings, unveiling a history in which Zari men and women once thrived together. Alex, Dr. Elena Carter, Lieutenant Mia Valdez, and Ensign Liam Davies gathered around the blue glow of the holographic display, captivated by scenes of the Zari civilization at its peak. It was a society brimming with unity, innovation, and advanced technology. Elena's voice was filled with awe. "They were incredibly advanced. It's hard to believe this all ended." Alex pointed to an image of a colossal explosion, followed by scenes of environmental devastation. "Looks like some kind of catastrophic event tore them apart," he murmured. "And they lost all their men in the process." Mia frowned. "That would explain why they're so desperate for our help. But why manipulate us into crashing here? They could have just asked." Liam broke his silence. "Exactly. That's what doesn't add up. If they needed us, why the secrecy?" The team's investigation led them to a massive, sealed door covered in intricate, faintly glowing symbols. Alex placed his hand on the surface, and it slowly creaked open, revealing an advanced control room filled with ancient equipment. "This is it," Mia whispered, her eyes wide. "This is where they control the energy fields. This is how they brought us down." Alex wiped dust off the central console, activating a sequence of displays showing schematics of Zalera's planetary energy grid. "They have the power to manipulate energy fields on a planetary scale," Elena observed, stunned. "This wasn't just a prophecy. They engineered our arrival." The truth weighed on Alex. They didn't trust we'd help them voluntarily, so they forced our hand. As they exchanged uneasy glances, it became clear, the Zari's desperation ran deeper than they'd imagined, but their methods had been manipulative. Alex resolved to confront Era directly. That evening, Alex entered the temple's central chamber, where Era awaited him, her calm demeanor contrasting with the ancient machinery's low hum. "We found the control room, Era," he stated bluntly. "We know you manipulated our systems, forced us here, and that you plan to integrate our technology with yours." Era's serene expression faded, replaced by a look of quiet resignation. "I see you've uncovered our secrets," she replied softly. "Why the deception?" Alex pressed. "We might have helped if you'd been upfront." Era's eyes reflected a deep, centuries-old sorrow. "Commander, we had lost all hope. Our civilization was thriving once, but after the catastrophe, only our female population survived. We couldn't risk that you'd refuse us. Not when you're our last hope to restore what we've lost." Alex's initial frustration softened. "I understand your desperation, Era, but manipulation only leads to mistrust. If we're to help, it has to be as equals." Era nodded, a flicker of gratitude in her gaze. "You are right, Alex. Our methods were born of fear, but our intentions have always been honest. From now on, no more secrets." She extended her hand. "From this moment, we work as partners." As they shook hands, a new trust was forged. Over the following days, the crew and the Zari worked side by side, sharing knowledge freely. Dr. Elena Carter collaborated with Zari scientists, devising genetic strategies to address their reproductive crisis. Mia Valdez and Zari engineers integrated Odyssey systems with Zari energy technology, transforming the ship into something far more powerful. The initial mistrust began to dissolve, replaced by a vision of a united future. What had begun as a forced alliance was becoming a genuine partnership, one that could reshape the fate of both civilizations. One evening, as Alex stood on a balcony overlooking the luminescent Zari city, Era joined him. The sky was a tapestry of stars, the same stars that had brought them together. "We've come a long way," Era said, her voice soft. "Yes," Alex replied. "But there's still a long way to go." She nodded. "Together, our worlds will be forever changed by this alliance." As they stood side by side, Alex felt a flicker of hope. Despite the challenges and the secrets they had unraveled, they had found a way to work together. The journey ahead would be fraught with trials, but with trust and cooperation, they were ready to face whatever the stars had in store. The future of Zalera and humanity was now intertwined, and together they would forge a new destiny among the stars. The Odyssey's upgrades exceeded all expectations. The new communication systems now enabled near-instant contact across previously unimaginable distances. "Look at this," Zari engineer Jara exclaimed, pointing to a schematic. "By integrating our energy crystals into your propulsion system, we can boost your ship's speed by 50%. Mia studied the schematic, her eyes widening with excitement. This could revolutionize space travel. Breakthroughs in genetic research. While technical advancements soared, Dr. Elena Carter and the Zari scientists focused on the biological front, striving to reintroduce the male counterpart to the Zari species. Using ancient genetic samples found in hidden chambers, they experimented with controlled reintroduction methods. "Elena, we've stabilized the sequences," said Iera, a leading Zari biologist, showing her data on the first viable embryos. Elena's smile was full of pride and awe. This could be the key to reviving your population. We're making history here. Confronting the Council. But not all Zari embraced this new alliance. The Zari Council, the governing body that had remained in the shadows, called for a formal meeting, their expressions stern as they regarded the humans with caution. Era and Alex stood before the council in the grand hall of the central temple, the weight of the alliance hanging heavily in the air. Era addressed the council, highlighting the incredible advancements achieved through their collaboration. "We understand your concerns," Alex began, "but together, we've made breakthroughs that can help Zalera flourish once more." A counselor named Kira spoke up, her voice laced with skepticism. "Change is difficult, and trust must be earned. How can we know this alliance is truly in the best interest of the Zari?" Era stepped forward, her gaze steady. "Kira, I understand your hesitation. But our ancestors foresaw a time when we would need help from others. The results we've achieved confirm that this is our path." After hours of debate, the council agreed to continue the alliance, though with increased oversight. They wanted to ensure their people's future was protected and that integration proceeded with care. A celebration of unity. To solidify their partnership, Era and Alex organized a grand celebration in the heart of the Zari city. The bioluminescent flora cast a soft glow over the city as music and dance filled the air, creating an atmosphere of camaraderie that dissolved old barriers. Alex and Era stood together, observing their people celebrating as equals. "This is just the beginning," Era said, her gaze reflecting the joy around them. "Our worlds are united now, and together we'll achieve greatness." Alex nodded. "We've overcome so much. I believe in our future." Preparing for departure. With the Odyssey fully repaired and upgraded, the day finally arrived for Alex and his crew to return to Earth. Emotions ran high. The crew had formed lasting bonds with the Zari, transcending their initial mistrust. As the Zari Council and Era gathered to bid them farewell, Era's expression softened with gratitude. "Thank you, Alex. You and your crew have given us hope and a future." "We couldn't have done it without your help," Alex replied, moved. "This is just the beginning. We'll stay in contact and support each other." As the Odyssey lifted off, Alex looked back at the lush planet below. Their adventure on Zalera was only the start of a new era of discovery, and the alliance with the Zari opened doors to endless possibilities among the stars. Epilogue: A New Era. Months later, the Odyssey returned to Earth, heralded as a monumental achievement in interstellar relations. The alliance with the Zari marked the dawn of a new age, celebrated by humanity and sparking hope across the galaxy. Back on Zalera, human and Zari technology continued to merge, creating advancements beyond what either could have achieved alone. The restoration of the Zari population was well underway, and their civilization thrived once more. Alex and his crew became renowned figures, their journey a testament to the boundless potential of unity and cooperation. The tale of the astronauts stranded on Zalera turned into legend, inspiring generations to look to the stars with hope, knowing that through understanding, anything was possible. And so, the stars became not an end, but a gateway to new beginnings.